Hello, everybody. I forgot about Fun Fact Friday, and since today's Saturday, I'm gonna go ahead and do my fun fact anyway, and it's gonna be on memory. So I've got my notes over here, and I'm gonna do the 9 facts about the memory that you won't believe. So the number 1 fact is that memory is enhanced by forgetting things first. You need to forget a new piece of information at some level before remembering it in order to make that memory robust over time. So what that means is that when you have something happening and it's right away, that's your short-term memory, it's happening right now, right away. You have to forget about it for a little while before it converts over to your long-term memory, and then that long-term memory will stick better once you've allowed that time space to happen. There's a gap in there that allows it to happen so that you can change it to your long-term memory. Fun fact number 2, that memory thrives on storytelling. This happens to me. The human brain is built for storytelling. So the more things you can link into the narrative, the more readily you'll be able to recall them later on. So whenever I'm telling a story, I need as much detail and as in order as possible so that I can build a visual picture to make my own little story so I can remember it like in detail. Because I don't know if it's my OCD or it's just normal and I'm doing it right. I don't know, but storytelling is one of my things. Fun fact number 3, memory is supercharged when new information is visual, which is also one of my things too. Text paired with a relevant visual significantly improves the amount of information retained by novice learners. I've been having this discussion, it's not really an issue, but this situation with my daughter and learning stuff. I am a visual aid learner, so I need pictures, I need colors, I need things to try and link the information together. So I just started with her, she was doing a bunch of memorization, but not really always learning it. So I've started doing some stuff that I did back in school, which was when I'm taking notes in class, I would color code. So the word would be a color and the definition would be a different color. And so then when I could have my, photographic memory recall in my notes, I could kind of like scan through and be like, okay, yeah, that was in red. It's blue. I don't know if that's cheating. It's kind of like guessing, memorizing, but that's what worked for me. And it tends to seems to work for her too. When we're learning the states and capitals, and we were making up funny little sayings, so she can visualize that state and saying and the words all together, and it will help her for instant recall. So she learned it. She didn't just memorize it and it's done. She's got a little quirky statement that goes with it that helps her throw it back out. So, fun fact number 4, memory is made robust by rich environments. So studying in a diverse range of environments can actually improve the robustness of your ability to recall that information in the future. So that would be more like different locations of where you're studying. If you go to study science out by the creek or by the pond, you're in that environment of nature, so you're like automatically tuned in a little bit to learn about scientific things that are more nature based or driven. That will help you absorb it better because you're in that environment. If you're doing art stuff, if you go to like a library that's got art on the wall, or if you go to a museum just to hang out, if you're able to hang out there and you're studying art, you're in that environment where you're already set to absorb and learn that information. So the vast variety of places that you study are better for expanding your memory, because now it's putting two and two together. You're already setting the stage for that learning. Let's see. Number 5, memory is not all about repetition. Repetition is key, but is most powerful when interleaved with unrelated information to make the brain work harder. The brain is looking for a desirable difficulty to make it easier to recall in the future. So, I don't know what that means. I was going to try and come up with something clever and crafty, but I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. Repetition is key, but it's most powerful when unleaved with unrelated information to make the brain work harder. I feel like that would be very confusing if you're adding more information that is not needed, and then your brain has to decipher the information on its own. I don't really know. I don't like that one. I'm skipping it. Moving on. Number 6, the memory uses procrastination as an important tool. Thank you. I am a procrastinator from down under. Your brain needs time to integrate new ideas with existing memory, allowing them to percolate and connect. So basically, if your brain, this is what happens to me. I like to procrastinate because if I'm not driven to learn something, memorize something, recall a memory of some sort, if I'm not driven with a time crunch, like I've run out of time, I don't have any time left, I need to get to it now. I'm sitting there reading the same thing about 10 times, and it's over here cleaning a bookshelf. Or focus. What am I going to have for dinner? It's like I've got plenty of time to learn this, and my mind just wanders, and I never get anywhere. I'm just spinning circles. But when I've procrastinated and I'm running out of time, it's like, okay, this is crunch time. I don't have time to waste. I need to get my stuff together right now and get it over with, because I don't have time to wafer. I just don't have time anymore. Now, it's just the way it is. So, that is my procrastination tool for memory. Number 7, the memory relies on your brain to fill in the gaps. So when you're faced with fuzzy aspects of a memory, or one that wasn't actually stored in the first place, your brain tends to fill in the blanks with what it thinks is most probable that has happened in this case. Now, this could be dangerous because, like a lot of things happen to people that are like traumatizing. And so if your brain is kind of on shutdown or blanked out a little bit, and you are fuzzy on that information because you don't actually remember it, you could be just filling in blanks with what you think might have happened, and that's not really cool. But I'm sure it happens a lot. I mean, it happens all the time. It happens on social media when people are talking, they're posting posts, and you don't really know if that's directed towards you or not, but it could, because, you said this one thing back in the, a month ago or 3 years ago or something like that, and she could still be bothered by it, and it could be me, but I don't really know. You're just filling in blanks of things that you think probably happened, and you're like making yourself crazy. So stop doing that. There you go. Number 8, memory gets broken up into bits and pieces in different parts of your brain. So you don't just have one memory and it goes into your file cabinet right there. It's more like a distributed filing system. So your smells go over here, your vision goes over there, your emotions are over here, and they're stored in all different parts, both sides of your brain, all over the place. But when you have a memory, when you're recalling your memory, the hippocampus is the part of your brain that pulls it all back together and like a puzzle, like comes right to the front. And that's what forms your memory again. So, yeah. If not all the parts and storage places of your brain are working right, then your memories may be a little bit distorted. Number 9, memory gets prioritized by emotion. Emotions attach themselves to new information in the brain, acting as an indicator of importance. Stronger the intensity, the more clearly and readily you'll be able to recall that memory. So, memories, emotion memories are, I think for me, usually bad. I think for most people, you recall all the bad stuff first before you recall any of the good stuff. But like weddings and births, but also like really bad breakups, accidents, and things like that. So that really that's definitely true. The memory gets prioritized by emotional. If you're scared, if you're stressed, if you're happy, you're getting all kinds of emotions, and those are the ones that are like stamped really hard and deep. So anyway, there you go. Those are the 9 fun facts about memory. Sorry that I forgot about Fun Fact Friday yesterday, but I did make up for it. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you have a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon.